We are in one of the longest bull market runs in the history of the stock market. And stocks are doing like phenomenal right now, especially like, the big ones, the S&P 500. Like a lot of, airlines and like different kind of stocks are still being affected by COVID and are still not doing well, but tech stocks as a whole have done phenomenal. And anyone in the market right now investing in one of these tech stocks that did it in like early 2020 is reaping massive awards. Yet, I'm still holding a good amount of cash. Like, don't get me wrong, I think I have a little bit under like half my money in the stock market, but I still have a lot of cash on, like, I still have cash on me and I still have cash that I can put in the stock market. And keep in mind while you're watching this video, like, I'm not an expert by any means. I'm just someone with a passion about the stock market and want to give my thoughts. So, one reason why, like, I still have, some cash on me and I'm like, everything in the stock market is one, I have bills, and also it's like, a lot of the investing money that I can put in there, I've not put in yet because a bull market run like this, it can't be sustainable. And I feel like tech, like by every single index imaginable and every single clue, like there's a bunch of different ways that you can predict a stock market crash. You can look at unemployment. Unemployment's a big one and it's insane right now. And there's definitely a possibility that the stock market might crash soon. So, I'm trying to prepare for that. Like, I have, a lot of my money in the stock market because, it is a bull run and everyone is experiencing massive gains. So it's not something that I particularly want to miss out on. I want to be prepared for anything. Like, keep this in mind, right? Like, let's say you have, I believe Apple's trading at like $130 a share right now. So let's say you buy it then, it goes to 130, like $135, $140, like you made like 10 bucks. And then let's say it falls to, like $100 a share, you lost 30. But then if you put like more money in while it's gone, by the time it comes back, you've made that money, and then when it exceeds the money you originally put in, there also makes money. So everything that I invest in is companies that I believe are going to be not only around but hugely popular in the next 30 years or like 40 years or 50 years. Like, no matter. It's like, if I'm investing something, like I'm planning for a very long time is essentially what I'm saying. And these are companies that, like, whatever they're trading at right now, even though I do believe a lot of them are currently overvalued, I do believe it's going to be higher in like 10 years than it is right now, even 5 years than it is right now. So I am investing now, and I am trying to take advantage of the bull run market. But I'm also understanding that there's a possibility of a crash coming, and I always want to be prepared. Like, I believe this quote by Warren Buffett that says something like, be scared when others are cheerful and be happy when others are fearful. So if everyone's like, panic selling and like scared and like stock market's going down like in like a crazy amount, that's the time where you shouldn't be scared. You should be happy because that's the time where you can take advantage of the sale of the stock market being on sale and, buy a bunch of it, and then when it comes back up, you made a good amount of money. But when everyone's happy and everyone's cheerful, like what we're experiencing right now, everyone's like buying stocks, everyone's celebrating the stock market, like everyone's getting in there, everyone's putting money in, like everyone's reaping like mad gains right now. That's when you should be a little scared. And the fact that everyone's doing so well right now, or at least like everyone like that I've experiencing with this investing is doing so well right now in the stock market, I'm a little fearful, and I want to be prepared, but I also don't want to miss out on the gains, which is why I still put money in. So, I don't, if you've been a lot like a long-term viewer of this channel, you know that like all the income I make, for a week, I put 25% of it in the stock market. And that's something that I've been doing, for almost a year now. And, right now it's like I'm still putting like a good amount of that in the stock market, but I'm also starting to put cash in my account, like cash in my balance. So when the stocks do drop, like if that happens, I want to be prepared to buy it. And also like another reason I'm still putting money in the stock market, even though I do believe a crash could be coming, is because people have been saying that for years. Like I remember when I first started the stock market, early 2020, I had just put my money in there, and I believe like a week later, I heard that a bunch of analysts were predicting a stock market crash. And at the time, it did bother me, but I didn't sell my money because I believed in the companies. I believe that if it did dip, I could take advantage, buy more. And, I could actually like profit off of a huge dip. But I didn't take my money out. And the crazy thing is, 2020 happened, like the whole year, and like there was like crash in March. But I'm talking about like after this, like everyone was saying like it would completely crash, and it did it. And the thing is, like, I was looking at it, people were saying the same thing in like 2019. People were saying the same thing in 2018. Like, every single year, there's someone saying that the stock market's going to crash because it gets headlines. If you put 2021 stock market crash into your blog post, you are going to get a lot of views because negativity profits more than positivity. And that's just a fact. But it's like, when you do look at all the data presented, it does lead to the idea that there's going to be a stock market crash. The thing is, when? Like, do you not invest, like not take advantage like of the stocks now, or like wait because something could happen, or do you start putting your money in the stock market now, start like getting those gains. If it does crash, put more in and start getting those gains as well. And that's kind of like my thing. Like, I always like now I'm trying to keep like a bunch of cash on me, so every time the stocks do dip, I can buy. When everyone's being fearful, I want to be cheerful and take advantage of that 100%. And if something happens where the stocks fall like 50% tomorrow, I want to be prepared to profit off of that. And that's really like my thoughts on the matter, and that's really like what I'm doing. If you would like to get started in the stock market, like even if you have like no idea about stocks, like you've never even thought about investing, let me tell you about this awesome opportunity. So I use, like two different apps for investing. One is Acorns, and then the other is just like picking out individual stocks on Robinhood. And if you like, Acorns works in a way like this, where it's like if you don't know anything about the stock market, you answer a bunch of like different questions. They build a portfolio for you with the correct stock to bond ratio that handles like your risk tolerance essentially. And then you can like, set how much you can put money in there whenever you want. You can set like recurring investments. You can even invest your spare change. Where, like you go to McDonald's, like it's 5.50, rounds it up to 6, put 50 cents in the stock market. Like easiest thing in the world. Like that sounds like nothing. It's like 50 cents is nothing, but it adds up over time. And then you start like investing your money, like planning for your future. Acorns is really like the best app I think for people that just starting like to get into the stock market. And like even like me who like spends a lot of his time researching the stock market, I still use Acorns to this day just because I really like the app. I really like what it does. Also, they have a found money feature where it's like, let's say, you're going to buy something off Walmart anyway. You can do it through Acorns and put like, 1% of that in the stock market. So you essentially can get paid to use it. Acorns they have different like tiers, one $3 a month, one $5 a month. And then there's also a $1 a month version. Basically, I'm going to put my referral link for Acorns in the description below. If that's something you're interested in, make sure to click the link. You'll see like $3 a month like tier and $5 a month tier. If you click manage subscriptions, you'll see the $1 a month tier. And then you can start putting your money into the stock market, get your nose into it. If you want to learn about stocks, this is really the best way to do it. But if that's something that doesn't interest you and you want to actually pick out the stocks yourself, I will also put my Robinhood referral link in the description below. And it's completely free, like unlike Acorns, but it doesn't have like the found money feature like Acorns. And it's not as good for beginners as Acorns. So I'll put my Acorns referral link and my Robinhood referral link. If you sign up with Acorns, you get $5 for free. If you sign up for Robinhood, you get a free stock. Like it's really like an awesome deal. And like either way, you're planning for your future, you're building your wealth, and like these are really great apps. I use them myself, and like I couldn't be happier with them really. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you next time, and bye.